What if you could pack your bags today, skip the endless visa queue, and walk straight through passport control like a VIP? Well, if you hold a South African passport, you actually can. But only if you know the right destinations and the latest travel updates that are changing the game in 2025. In this video, we're counting down 20 visa-free countries you can visit right now as a South African citizen. No paperwork, no long waits, just pure adventure. We'll also break down new entry rules, policy updates, and travel hacks that are saving smart travelers time, money, and plenty of frustration this year. So if you've been dreaming about spontaneous getaways, budget-friendly escapes, or even relocating abroad without visa drama, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button if you're ready to explore the world more freely, and stick around till the end, because the last few countries on this list will shock you. Section 1. The Big Picture and AMP. Why you should care. Here's something a lot of people don't realize. In 2025, your South African passport opens the door to around 103 destinations visa-free or with visa-on-arrival access. That's a powerful passport when you know how to use it. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. Some countries have quietly changed their entry rules this year. What worked last year might not work anymore. Places that once welcomed South Africans visa-free now require electronic travel authorizations or pre-approval online before you even board your flight. That's why staying updated isn't just smart, it's essential. Too many travelers assume the rules haven't changed, and they end up stuck at immigration, or worse, denied boarding before takeoff. So if you're planning your next getaway, whether it's for business, vacation, or just a quick escape, you'll want to know which countries still let you in hassle-free and which ones added new conditions in 2025. To make this easy, we're breaking it down into 3 simple groups. 1. Short-haul escapes, quick, affordable trips within Africa and nearby islands. 2. Mid-range getaways, countries that offer great value and easy flights. 3. Long-haul adventures, dream destinations that prove your South African passport is stronger than many think. Ready? Let's start counting down the best visa-free countries for South Africans in 2025, starting with some hidden gems most travelers completely overlook. Section 2. How this list works. Before we dive in, here's exactly how this countdown works, so you know what to expect and how to use it for your next trip. We're breaking down 20 visa-free countries for South Africans in 2025, grouped by region, Africa, islands and AMP, nearby escapes, and global adventures. For each destination, I'll mention how long you can stay visa-free, share one quick travel hack to save time or money, and point out any new rule changes that you need to know for this year. Now, when I say visa-free, that means you don't need to apply before you leave. You just show your South African passport, maybe an onward ticket, and you're good to go. If a country offers visa on arrival or e-visa, I'll still include it, but I'll make sure to flag it clearly, so you don't get caught off guard. And here's an important reminder. Before booking that flight, always check the official government or embassy website for the latest updates. Entry policies can change literally overnight, especially with global travel reforms rolling out in 2025. Alright, with that out of the way, let's start the countdown. Here are the best visa-free countries for South Africans in 2025, starting with some incredible spots right here in Africa. Section 3. Countdown to Top 20 Destinations Africa Countries. Alright, let's kick off the countdown with Africa. Destinations close to home that prove you don't need to go far to travel smart. 20. Botswana. If you want a classic safari without breaking the bank, Botswana should be at the top of your list. South Africans can stay up to 90 days visa-free, making it perfect for road trips or long weekends. Travel hack. Skip expensive package tours. Rent a 4x4 and go on a self-drive safari through Chobe or the Okavango Delta. You'll see the same wildlife for a fraction of the cost. 19 Namibia, another easy win for South Africans, 90 days visa-free. Namibia is ideal if you love vast landscapes, dunes, and stargazing. Travel hack. You can use your South African driver's license here, so grab some friends, drive across the border, and explore Swakopmund or Etosha on your own schedule. No flights, no stress, and pure adventure. 18 Lesotho, known as the Kingdom in the Sky, Lesotho lets South Africans stay 90 days visa-free. It's small, mountainous, and refreshingly quiet, a total contrast to busy city life. Travel hack. Bring your mountain bike or hiking gear. Lesotho's trails are world-class and still under the radar. You'll find incredible routes just hours from home, with barely any crowds. 17 Malawi. This one's often overlooked, but it's a gem. You can stay up to 90 days visa-free, and the vibe is warm, welcoming, and budget-friendly. Travel hack. Head to Lake Malawi, where you can snorkel, dive, and relax on a fraction of what you'd spend at bigger beach destinations. Many lodges cater specifically to South African travelers, so it's easy to plan. 16. Kenya. Here's a major 2025 update. Kenya is now officially visa-free for South African passport holders. This is huge. Travel hack. Don't book tours through big operators. Instead, connect directly with local safari guides or lodges online. You'll save up to 40% and get a more authentic experience. Nairobi, Diani Beach, and Masai Mara are now easier to access than ever. 15 Ghana, a top choice for cultural travelers. South Africans can stay up to 90 days visa-free, and Accra has one of the most vibrant food and music scenes in West Africa. Travel hack. Pair your city visit with a Cape Coast heritage tour. It's an emotional and historical experience that adds real depth to your trip. 14 Benin. Benin allows 90 days visa-free, and it's one of West Africa's most underrated destinations. From the stilt village of Ganvier to the Voodoo Festival in Ouida, there's a lot to discover without the crowds. Travel hack. Because Benin is still under most travelers' radar, flights and accommodation are often cheaper than nearby Ghana or Nigeria, making it a smart move for budget adventurers. 13. Mauritius. South Africans can stay up to 90 days visa-free, making it one of the easiest tropical getaways close to home. Mauritius offers pristine beaches, mountain hikes, and vibrant Creole culture all in one. Travel hack. Skip the luxury resorts. Instead, stay in locally run guesthouses or boutique stays. You'll get authentic Mauritian hospitality and spend half the price of a resort, leaving more room in your budget for excursions and great food. 12. Malaysia. Another incredible destination that allows 90 days visa-free for South Africans. Malaysia blends city excitement, tropical islands, and world-class street food. Travel hack. Use Kuala Lumpur as your travel base. From there, book cheap flights with budget airlines like AirAsia to Penang, Langkawi, or even Bali. You'll get multiple destinations in one trip without spending much more. 11. Thailand. South Africans can stay 60 days visa-free, and it's one of Southeast Asia's most affordable countries to explore. You've got everything: temples, beaches, islands, and food markets. Travel hack. Visit off-peak season from May to September. The beaches are quieter, accommodation prices drop by up to 40%, and local experiences feel far more relaxed. 10. Vanuatu. A Pacific island paradise many travelers overlook. South Africans can enjoy 30 days visa-free, and it's known for volcanoes, blue holes, and coral reefs. Travel hack. Go during the shoulder season, April or October. to enjoy perfect weather and lower prices. You'll avoid cyclone season and save hundreds on flights and accommodation. 9. Brazil. South Africans can visit for up to 90 days visa-free, and this is one of the most exciting updates to highlight in 2025. From Rio's beaches to the Amazon's depth, there's endless variety. Travel hack. Book a direct Johannesburg to São Paulo flight, then use Brazil's reliable network of long-distance buses or low-cost airlines to explore. It's cheaper than internal flights and lets you see the country like a local. 8. Argentina. Another 90-day visa-free destination that combines cosmopolitan flair with raw natural beauty. Travel hack. Start in Buenos Aires, then head south into Patagonia early in the season, around October to November, before peak prices hit. You'll experience Argentina's best weather, fewer crowds, and lower costs, all in one trip. Next, we'll head into the global adventures, the long-haul destinations where your South African passport gives you surprisingly strong access, from Asia to South America and beyond. These next countries are where most travelers don't realize they can go visa-free in 2025. 7. Peru. South Africans can stay up to 90 days visa-free, and it's one of the most rewarding destinations in South America. From Machu Picchu to Lima's culinary scene, Peru mixes adventure and culture perfectly. Travel hack. Book your stay in Lima first, then take an overnight bus to Cusco instead of flying. You'll save big, enjoy the scenery, and gradually adjust to the altitude. 6. Uruguay. Another 90-day visa-free gem. Uruguay offers a calm, modern vibe with European charm. Montevideo's waterfront, Colonia del Sacramento's Old Town, and Punta del Este's beaches are all must-sees. Travel hack. Use Montevideo as your home base, and take day trips along the coast by bus or ferry. It's one of the safest and most organized travel experiences in South America. 5. Russia. South Africans enjoy up to 90 days visa-free travel to Russia, making it one of the few passports globally with that privilege. It's a destination of history, art, and vast landscapes. Travel hack. Visit during the off-season, late autumn or early spring, when hotel rates and train fares drop. Consider combining Moscow, St. Petersburg, and a segment of the Trans-Siberian Railway for an unforgettable, budget-friendly route. 4. Georgia, the country. This is one of the most generous visa policies in the world for South Africans. You can stay up to 360 days visa-free. Georgia is a rising star for digital nomads, backpackers, and culture lovers. Travel hack. Take advantage of the long stay policy by using Georgia as a remote work base or slow travel hub. The cost of living is low, the internet is fast, and the mountain scenery is unmatched. 3. Costa Rica. A paradise for nature lovers, Costa Rica allows South Africans to stay 90 days visa-free. You'll find rainforests, volcanoes, and beaches all within a few hours' drive. Travel hack. Choose eco-lodges or local hostels instead of international resorts. They're cheaper, sustainable, and often closer to the wildlife and real local culture. 2. Singapore. You can stay 30 days visa-free, and this tiny powerhouse is one of Asia's most efficient and clean destinations. Travel hack. Use Singapore Airlines stopover deals to visit without paying for a separate trip. If you're flying to Asia or Australia, a 2-day layover in Singapore gives you a mini vacation filled with food, shopping, and culture, all at minimal cost. 1. Seychelles. South Africans get 90 days visa-free, and this island nation feels like pure paradise. White sands, turquoise water, and lush greenery await, but it doesn't have to break the bank. Travel hack. Go self-catered, rent an apartment, cook local meals, and book flights and stay early. You'll save massively and still enjoy all the island magic. So there you have it, 20 visa-free countries for South Africans in 2025, from nearby African escapes to long-haul dream destinations. Each one proves that your South African passport is far more powerful than most people think, if you know where to look and how to plan smartly. Section 4. Travel hacks you'll wish you knew sooner. 1. Always check your passport validity. Before any trip, make sure your passport has at least 6 months of validity left from the date you plan to leave your destination country. Many immigration officers will deny entry if your passport is too close to expiry, even if your visa-free stay is short. Renew early to avoid last-minute airport surprises. Hack 2. Have your onward or return ticket ready. Visa-free entry doesn't mean you can stroll through without documentation. Most countries will ask for proof of onward travel to ensure you're not planning to overstay. A simple round-trip flight ticket, a bus ticket to a nearby country, or even a refundable itinerary from a booking site can keep your entry smooth. Hack 3. Always travel with insurance. Even when visas aren't required, border officers can still ask for proof of travel or health insurance, especially post-pandemic. A basic policy covering medical emergencies, theft, or cancellations gives peace of mind and may even be mandatory in some destinations. Hack 4. Master the border run strategy. If you plan to stay longer than allowed, some travelers use a border run, exiting the country briefly and re-entering to reset the visa-free period. But check the local laws before doing this. Some countries, like Thailand or Georgia, allow it easily, while others may flag it as abuse of entry privileges. Hack 5. Stay updated on policy changes. Visa rules shift often, especially in 2025, as travel agreements are being renegotiated between several African, Asian, and European countries. Always verify with official government or embassy websites before booking flights. Reliable platforms like VisaVerge or IATA Travel Center can also give real-time entry updates. Hack 6. Start collecting travel points early. Enroll in frequent flyer or hotel loyalty programs now, even if you travel occasionally. Every short trip, layover, or hotel night adds up, unlocking discounts, upgrades, or even free flights later. Smart travelers don't just go places. They make every trip work for their future. 1. Section 5 Mistakes to avoid plus quick FAQs. Mistake 1. Believing visa-free means no checks. Even if you don't need a visa, border officials still have the right to question your purpose of visit, ask for proof of funds, and verify where you'll be staying. Always carry a printed hotel confirmation, return ticket, and some proof of financial means, just in case. Mistake 2. Overstaying your permitted period. Staying even one day beyond your visa-free allowance can lead to hefty fines, blacklisting, or denial of re-entry in the future. Always know your exit date before you travel and set a reminder on your phone a few days before it expires. FAQ 1. Can I work while visa-free? Usually, no visa-free entry almost always covers tourism, transit, or short business meetings, not paid employment. If you plan to work, study, or volunteer long-term, apply for the appropriate visa beforehand to avoid penalties. FAQ 2. What if the rules change after I've booked my trip? Visa policies can shift suddenly. Always double-check official embassy websites or airline updates a week before flying. Airlines have the final say at check-in, so having up-to-date entry proof avoids being denied boarding. FAQ 3. Which countries recently changed access for South Africans? As of 2025, Kenya officially moved to a new visa-free policy for South African passport holders, while others like Turkey and Indonesia have updated their e-visa systems. Check visaline.co.za or official consular pages regularly to stay ahead of new changes, and that's it. 20 amazing destinations where South African citizens can travel visa-free right now. We've just covered Africa's hidden gems, island escapes, and global adventures, plus the crucial hacks to help you travel smarter and avoid costly mistakes. Now I want to know, which one's at the top of your list? Drop your dream destination in the comments and let's get some serious travel goals going in here. If this video helped you plan your next getaway, tap that like button, share it with a friend who's ready to pack their bags, and make sure you subscribe for more weekly travel tips and hacks designed specifically for South African travelers. And don't miss next week's video. I'll show you how to find ultra-cheap flights from South Africa to visa-free destinations so you can explore the world without breaking your wallet. Trust me, you'll want to catch that one.